Hi, my name is Jackie Williamson and I'm the Curator of Education and Conservation at the Brandywine Zoo, and we're here today at Mount Cuba to band some of our American kestrels, which are nesting here on the property, and it's part of our American Kestrel Nest Box Monitoring Project, which is through the Delaware Kestrel Partnership, which is a joint venture of nonprofit and government partners working together to study the species here in Delaware. So the American kestrel is North America's smallest species of falcon, and it is native here in Delaware, and it is widespread across North America. They're an open grassland species, so they prefer open habitat where they can kind of hover and hunt. They eat anything from small mammals to insects and even some reptiles, amphibians, birds, anything that's smaller than them, they will hunt. So we find all kinds of different prey remains inside of the nest boxes, and so they're really good at controlling pest species, but they also need this open habitat to be able to nest in. We have 4 boxes here at the Mount Cuba Center, but we do have many other boxes that are in the region. So when we come out to a nest box, we are removing all of the chicks from the box all at once, or in the springtime when parents are sitting on eggs. It's more or less the same process to close the box up, pull the birds out of the box, and then we are taking all kinds of measurements. We're taking wing measurements and tail measurements, weights and lengths, and all kinds of different measurements that just help us to kind of collect data, ongoing data about these birds. It is a long-term monitoring project for this species, and we're trying to figure out exactly the causes of its decline. They're in decline here in Delaware. They're a state-listed endangered species, but all across North America they're in decline, and we're not really sure why. So we're contributing data to a lot of national research projects as well. So our data here in Delaware kind of contributes to a lot of bigger partnerships and research collaborations that are happening across the country. But we're also putting aluminum leg bands on our kestrels, and we're putting colored leg bands on our kestrels, and both of those are unique identifiers that help us to identify who that bird is, where they were banded, when they were banded, and that tells somebody else who gets that bird later on where it came from, how old it is, and all kinds of other information. The colored bands are bands that you can see from further away, so anybody can look at those band numbers and report them back to us. If they can get a picture of them, even better, but if they get that band number, they can go to the USGS Bird Banding Labs website and report a sighting, and that data will come right back to us at the Delaware Kestrel Partnership for our project and tell us more about that bird and where it is, and we love to get those resightings. So I would like to thank everybody for their ongoing participation in the project, particularly the Mount Cuba Center, for their support of the project, and for having us be able to come out and monitor these nest boxes. We have some really successful nest boxes here at the Mount Cuba Center, but additionally I want to thank all of our partners within the Delaware Kestrel Partnership. That includes government partners, nonprofit partners, and our community scientist volunteers who spend hundreds of hours every season helping us to monitor these boxes, volunteering their time to help us check on the boxes pretty relentlessly all spring long to make sure that we have nesting in those boxes and reporting that data back to us in the partnership. So I want to be able to thank everybody who's involved in the project every spring and putting in all that hard work.